Maikona, aetoe, aetoe, ae. Several of the animals that we held as sacred, of course, are no longer here. Some are extinct, some have been reduced in their range. The buffalo, of course, was very important, in terms of food and ceremony, and represented fecundity and goodness and all these things. But some other animals that are no longer, such as the passenger pigeon that was one of our clans, the ruche. Ruche is gone. The woodpecker, for example, was on the pipe. On one of the pipe stems, the clan pipe stems, there were 7 woodpecker scalps. And what they did was, when a woodpecker's angry, it'll sit there and its crest will come up, right? So what they did was they'd fold the beak back over the crest to represent it, that the crest doesn't come up. That represents peace as opposed to war. That's why you see a lot of times the warriors that have those red crests, the red deer tail roaches, tatinye. They represented that kind of anger, that just like a woodpecker, whereas they tie them down on a pipe. So that represents peace. The Carolina parakeet, I think they called it the spirit bird, but we're not sure anymore. It was all the colors of the sun, and the sun also was a sacred thing, sacred being, one of our 7 deities. Without the sun, the earth would not be alive. And so this little bird represented that kind of spirit world with all its colors, the blues and the reds and the yellows. They found a little colony that's still alive, they say, maybe in Puerto Rico or Cuba or something. And that was kind of a miracle for them to find those. What other animal? Wolves. If you see a portrait of White Cloud, you'll see he has this kind of white mantle. The wolf, Shunta, was not only a model for the human family, because everybody works together and takes care of the children. Whoever has the children doesn't really matter, because they're all part of that same pack. But the wolf that White Cloud wore supposedly gave him the power to sneak among the enemy and almost like be invisible. So that was kind of an important thing. The bear, of course, one of the clan bears. The clan bear is actually the black bear. The grizzly bear was a dangerous and formidable adversary. They say when you go out and you go for a vision quest, that there are only 2 animals that if they come, you probably shouldn't take them as a protector or as a teacher or guardian. One is the grizzly bear, because even though you will become powerful, you will be murdered, you will die. It's just the violence that comes with it. And the other one is a strange animal. It's like a small black cat that lives in the trees, tree dweller, Nawakanda. And somehow it's allied to the river, the underwater panther spirit that represents the powers of the underworld, of chaos, of danger. And so that little animal, if you take it, whereas the grizzly bear, you will die, that little animal demands family members as sacrifices. So it's not that you go out and you kill your family members, but that something happens to them. So you don't want to take that either. It's this little animal, the Wakanda, that lives in certain kind of trees by the river. Aetoe, aetoe,